What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Addictive Fit channel. Today is Sunday. It's Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I'm a father myself. Normally, I'll be at the gym on Sundays to kick off my week, but I'm going to stay home today. I'm going to work out here in my home gym. So, today I'm going to focus on the chest and the triceps, and I'm going to use a combination of the barbell, dumbbells, and resistance band to complete this workout. Now I'm gonna write the workout and post the workout here so you guys can see all my sets and reps, and then I'm gonna kind of talk you through some of my tips of do's and don'ts when performing these exercises. So keep watching, and I hope this helps you guys along with your fitness journey. So the first exercise I'm gonna do is gonna be the incline bench press. I wanna make sure on my bench I'm somewhere, and then I wanna be probably around the 45-degree angle when performing this exercise. I'm going to start with the barbell. If you don't have a barbell, or you're working out at home, or all the benches are taken at the gym, you can very well use dumbbells as well. If I didn't feel like setting up this bench, I would definitely use dumbbells to start off this exercise. So I'm going to do a couple of probably like 2 warm-up sets to kind of get the flow of the exercise. Try to get warmed up a little bit. So I'm gonna start with the bar to kind of get my angle right. Make sure I have my hand positioned correctly. I just want to be just probably right outside of my chest, right? So my thumb should be just outside of my chest. You can use the grooves on the barbell to kind of figure out where your hand placement, so that your hand placement is even. And I'm just gonna rep up, press up. And the idea is to kind of practice how you're gonna perform the exercise once you start adding the weight. So I'll probably do somewhere around 15 to 20 reps just to get that muscle memory in there, figuring out my form, figuring out if I need to make any adjustments on how I'm going to target and feel that contraction in the chest. This is also going to work that front delt, and it's going to work your triceps, okay? But you want to make sure you pull your shoulders back. You should have like a little arch in your back, and then press it so that you're getting that full engagement of the chest, leading with the chest. All right. So that's warm-up set number 1. Then I'm gonna add a little weight to it. I'm gonna add just a little bit of weight. So I'm gonna add 15 pounds on each side, 15-pound plates. You never want to just jump into performing heavy weights, heavy sets. It's still to warm up, getting that body warmed up, and getting it ready to actually perform the exercise. All right. So before I take the weight off the rack, I want to make sure that I get my feet placed correctly, right? That's going to keep me stabilized. I'm going to pull my shoulders back. I'm going to grab it, find my hand placement on the grooves. Make sure my chest is up, and make sure I'm ready to actually perform the exercise. Lift the weight, bring it down. I want to make sure my elbows are in, not flared out. This is going to cause injury to the shoulder. I'm going to press. Don't have to be super fast. You just want to make sure that your form is right and you're actually engaging that chest. All right. Now I can add a little more weight. Now I don't have a whole lot of heavy weight at the house because I use the gym as it gives me a reason to get to the gym. So I'll do all my heavy work at the gym. I have enough weight here at home where I can challenge myself. But if I really want to like lift heavier or do some heavy work, that's where I need to go to the gym. Plus equipment is expensive. So I built this over a course of 2 years as the pandemic rolled on. All right, now we can get into my actual sets and reps. So normally my working sets, I would try to do somewhere between 3 and 4 sets. And then the heavier is going to be pretty much in the somewhere between the 8 and 12 rep range. The heavier, the lower the reps. So this is probably going to put me in the 8 to 10 rep range based on the weight that I have here. All right, so normally I'm gonna rest somewhere between 60 to 90 seconds in between. If you want to make it more challenging, you can lower your rest times somewhere between the 30 to 60, but 60 to 90 seconds is good enough. Now, if you wanted to, you could very well increase your weight throughout each set, especially if you're not feeling challenged enough. Definitely increase your weight. That's how you get that progressive overload, okay? The idea is to challenge that muscle to work or even train to failure. All right, so I just completed the incline chest using the barbell. Now I'm going to flatten the bench, and I'm going to do a flat bench dumbbell chest press, okay? You can do this using the barbell as well, but again, I'm trying to show you a combination of equipment that I'm going to use here at home. So next exercise is going to be chest press. Now I'm already warmed up. Of course, I've already done the barbell incline press, so I don't necessarily need to do any warm-up sets once I done got started with the actual workout. So for the dumbbells, I'm probably going to do 4 sets. And right now I'm using 50-pound dumbbell because that's the heaviest I have here in the house. So I'm going to do somewhere between 10 to 12 rep range for 4 sets. Again, you want to make sure the elbows are not flared out. You want to make sure they're kind of at that 45-degree angle, and press all the way up, all the way down, full range of motion. This is not a rush thing. You just focus on actually contracting that chest. This is still going to work that front delt as well as the triceps. So make sure you pull those shoulders back. You actually put that arch in your back and you leading with the chest. Nice and controlled. Time on attention. Again, it's all about challenging yourself, challenging that muscle to work. Again, I'm gonna rest probably 60 to 90 seconds in between each set to make it more challenging. You can increase your weight if you have it, or you can lower your rest time. All right, so I just finished up the dumbbell chest press flat bench. Now I want to go into a chest fly. I've already shown you the incline using the barbell and the dumbbells on the flat bench. Now I'm going to use a resistance band to do my chest fly. Okay, so this here is going to be an actual incline fly. So if you were at the gym and you were using cables, right, you would normally choose your weight and then you would fly up, right? Now I could possibly use a door anchor to do this motion, but I'd rather do this standing on the band itself, okay? So when I use resistance bands, I don't necessarily do sets and reps. More I do rounds and time, right? So for 30 to 45 seconds of exercise, I'll rest somewhere between 15 to 30 seconds in between each round. So for this particular one, I'm gonna do 30 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest, and I'm gonna do it for 4 rounds. So I'm gonna start by standing in the band. The wider your stance, the more resistance you're gonna have on that band, the harder it's gonna be. The closer, the easier, all right? So I'm gonna go probably just shoulder width apart. My hands are gonna be out the entire time, and all I'm gonna do is fly up, scoop up. All right, so 30 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest. Something else you could possibly do, right? You could do what we call a crossbody fly. So you want to make it challenging, widen your stance, then I would just go one at a time, like that. Come across the body, and you get more of a contraction. Going back and forth. And you can use the same rounds and time for each one. 30 seconds. 30 seconds of work. 15 seconds of rest. You will feel it. All right, so I just completed the incline chest fly using the resistance band. Now I'm done working the chest. I'm going to move on to the triceps. I do 3 exercises for chest, 3 exercises for triceps. Keep it simple. You should be able to challenge yourself with 6 to 8, maybe no more than 10 exercises, regardless if you're at home or at the gym. Keep it simple, all right? You challenge yourself by lowering your rest time and increasing your weight or increasing your sets and reps, all right? So now I'm gonna get into the triceps. I'm gonna use a combination of dumbbells and the resistance band for the tricep exercises. So the first exercise we're gonna start with is gonna be the skull crusher. So for the skull crusher, targeting the tricep, right? I want the weight to be heavy enough for me to complete 4 sets of somewhere between 15 to 20 reps. All right. So when you bring the dumbbells above you, right, and you lower them, you don't want them directly over your face, right? And then 2, you want to make sure that you bring your elbows back. So you want the weight behind you so that your triceps get an actual stretch. This is starting position, okay? Then press up, back. That way, every time you come down, your triceps is getting that actual stretch. Make sure you control the weight. And again, if this is too light or it does not challenging you, you're not feeling it, go heavier on the weight. But be careful because you don't want to injure your elbow. I'm already feeling it. Woo! Yeah, I felt that one. I'm gonna go with the 25 pounds this time because I really want to challenge myself. So I'm going heavy on the weight this time. Remember, this is starting. Woo! Alright, so we just finished the skull crusher using dumbbells, and now we're going to move over to the resistance band and we're going to perform an overhead tricep extension. Now, if you're at the gym or you're at home and you don't have a resistance band, you could very well do this exercise with the barbell or with the dumbbell, but I prefer the band because I like the way it challenges my muscles. Now again, I won't use sets and reps for the resistance bands. I use rounds and times. So just like I did the incline chest fly and the crossbody fly, I'm gonna do 30 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest for 4 rounds. So the way you're gonna perform this exercise is you wanna step on the band, right? We're gonna start with 1 foot on the band. You're gonna step in front of it, and then you're gonna bring the handles and the band behind you, okay? And then you're gonna simply extend up and back, up and back, okay? If you wanna make this exercise more challenging, if the one band if that's too light for you, 1 foot in the band is too light, you can do a combination of either increasing the resistance of the band, or for this type of band, you can add additional bands to it to make it more challenging, or you can take this one band, put both feet in, and bring the band up behind you and extend up that way, and that will make it more challenging. Okay, so I'm going to start with the 1 foot, and I'm going to do 30 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest, 4 rounds. So. Nice, slow and control. All right, so that was pretty easy. I'm gonna try with 2 feet on the next round. Oh, 2 feet definitely make it more challenging. Oh, woo! Yeah, that one burned. Okay, so we just finished the overhead tricep extension using a resistant band, and we're gonna move over to the final tricep exercise, and that's gonna be a tricep kickback. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can use this with a dumbbell, or you can use, what I'm gonna use is a resistant band. Now, when I perform the tricep kickback, depending on where you are, you can do this a few ways. I'm gonna show you 2, okay? So the first way, if I'm at home, and let's say I'm in another part of the house and I'm not actually in the home gym, then I would actually step in the band 2 feet, right? Somewhere probably around shoulder width apart. Just as if I was holding a pair of dumbbells, I'm gonna come at an angle. You want the back straight. You're gonna bring the elbows up, right? When you bring your elbows up, you can kind of feel the tension in the band. If it's loose, you might want to widen your stance a little bit, okay? So then you can choose a underhand or overhand motion, and then you want to kick back, okay? And you want to go extend the elbow so that you actually feel a contraction in the tricep, all right? So this is the overhand motion, and then this is the underhand, and this is the overhand motion, okay? Now, if I'm in my home gym, or if I'm at the gym and I'm not using cables, and if your gym has bands in it like mine do, then I will actually take this and I will wrap it around a pole or some type of an object that's solid and can support the extension of the band. Okay, so I am going to show you guys both ways. All right, so for this one, I'm gonna show you guys the feet. I'm gonna show you the version with me standing on the band. Again, to make it challenging, wind your stance, bend over, make sure that back is straight, bring the elbows up. I'm gonna use an overhand position for this particular exercise, okay? So, while my elbow's up, I'm just gonna extend back, kick it back, hold it, back. Gonna do 30 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest. I like these handles particularly because they actually rotate while I kick back, so I don't have to feel it rubbing on the hand or do anything special with my hands. I just let it glide with the handle. If you was at the gym, you can do this if they have bands, or you can do this same motion with dumbbells or with cables, which is also my favorite. All right, so for this version, I'm going to show you if I wrap it around an object, okay? I actually prefer the wrapping around an object versus using the feet, okay? But both are still good, but I feel like I have a better range of motion and tricep activation when I wrap it around something, okay? So, now, for this one here, right, if I want to make the tension easier, I can either grab closer up on the band, or I can step back further. But I'm gonna just grab up on the band. So I put the handles inside, or I can take the handles off. So if I was at the gym, I could use the cables, right? If I was using cables, I could take the handle off and just use the ball of the cable in order to not have the the handles become a distraction. All right. So again, here we go. 30 seconds of exercise, 15 seconds of rest. Make sure that back is straight, elbows is up, and then I'm just going to kick back, extend backwards. In the wraparound version, it feels so much better than the actual putting the feet in. I feel like I get greater range of motion, greater tricep activation. Again, if I want to make this more challenging, I'll grab a heavier band, or I would do more than one band. Nice, slow, and controlled. Yes, that felt good. Thanks again for tuning in. Hopefully this takes you a step closer to achieving whatever your fitness goals are. Again, subscribe to the channel as well as like and comment on this video and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with me. Check out the links in the description for more fitness merchandise, programs, one-on-one coaching, as well as check out the rest of the channel for follow-along workouts. Feel free to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. The links are also in the description. Till next time.